श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं चैतन्यमेश्वरम् ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। तत्सत। हरे कृष्णा। So, sub sure, sure. Hare Krishna. Okay. So yesterday Asha Mataji has covered 11 and 12 chapters. So 12, a few points possible we'll discuss. After that, 13th is already done or yet to do?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. 13th was allocated to me, Prabhuji.
Okay. You have any points to share? You prepared anything?
No, Prabhuji, I couldn't.
Okay. No problem. Okay,
Only
so
few
try to
points I
cover
noted.
whatever. So from chapter 12, whatever points I have, I'll try to cover, and then we'll move on to the 13th detailed analysis. But in the 12th, majority points Mataji has covered. So Parishit was saved in the home of Uttara. So I'll go directly into the below. So the sages are saying we want to hear about the birth, death, and destination after death. So this is the important point mentioned here. They are always eager to hear about birth, death, and destination of after birth, death of a devotee. So Krishna himself says in his birth, of course, there's no death. There's no actually Krishna. There is no birth. Janma, the इष्ट जन्म कर्म चमे दिव्यम यो मे वेत्ति तत्त्वतः त्यक्त देहम पुनर्जन्म नेति मामेति. So Arjuna says his janma, his karma are transcendental. Similarly, the janma and karma of a pure devotees are transcendental. So we should hear the glories of such pure devotees. That's what the sage is talking about here. They want to know how Parishit Maharaj appeared and what happened, how he left. So here talks Maharaj's exemplary rulings talk about is Dharmaraja, is perfect Krishna conscious leader, and it talks about he is like a father, and he is like very pleasing to the citizens, and no personal ambition for sense gratification, and continuous service to Krishna. So this is an administrator or perfect king. A king such that he will consider every citizen as his own children. And if there is a mistake, he will not differentiate whether his own son or another person. The punishment will be equal. That's important. So, like today's world, it will be totally opposite. That's the point. Lord protects the child Parishit in the womb. This talks about. He takes a thumb size and shining golden crown and beautifully blackish color, cloth like lightning. This is the explanation given how Lord appeared in the womb of when Lord came in to the womb of Uttara to protect Parishit Maharaj. And yeah, the explanation of whatever ceremony is done. Then Brahmanas predict child's Parishit future. So this is the another point when they see the astrology or the horoscope. So they could predict how he is the great personality. So qualities predicted are in maintaining all those who are born is like Ikshvaku, the son of Manu. So the kind of a comparison given how great he will be. See, before he does the glorious activities, before that itself he has predicted, he will be like Ikshvaku, and in the following Brahmanical principles, and especially being true to his promise, like Lord Ram. Lord Ram is, is a perfect son, perfect father, perfect husband, perfect king. So similarly, Parishit Maharaj will be, or that's what the Brahmanas predicted, and beneficent donor of a charity and protector of the surrendered, like King Shibi or Ushina of the Ushina country. King Shibi, we all know the pastime. I think giving a some pigeon came and he gives his own flesh to as a charity. That's a pastime belief, and spread the name and fame like Bharat, son of Dushyant. So Bharata is the son of Dushyanta. The After him the Bharatavarsha is named. The name of the Bharatavarsha is mentioned is not exactly Bharat Maharaj of Bhagavatam or Bharat of Lord Ram's brother. It is Bharat, son of Dushyanta, is mentioned here. So amongst the great bowmen like Arjuna, irresistible like fire, unsurpassable like ocean, strong like a lion, wrong shelter like a Himalaya, and forbearing like earth, tolerant like parents. So these are the qualities which is predicted by the, and in equanimity of mind like a Brahma or Yudhishthira, magnificent like Lord Shiva, the resort of everyone, Narayana, shelter of goddess Fortune, following the footsteps as good as Lord Krishna. In magnanimity is King Rantideva. In religion, Maharaj Yayati. In patience, Bali Maharaj. And staunch devotee of Krishna, Prahlad Maharaj. So this shows how glorious Parishit Maharaj is, that kind of the sages are comparing Parishit even before appear, before takes birth, to the such a great personalities. So that is the uh, greatness of Parishit Maharaj, and also talks about yeah. I think we'll go to chapter 13. Dhritarashtra quits his home. So this chapter talks about how Dhritarashtra finally leaves, and he attains salvation. So Vidura returns from the pilgrimage. So we all know that during the war, Vidura was not there. Before that, when Vidura started advising Dhritarashtra, saying that you give up the kingdom and give it to the rightful share of Pandavas. In the process, since Dhritarashtra did not respond, that time Udara says that it is all because of the poisonous nature of this Duryodhana. You better get out of, get rid of him. That's the kind of advice Vidura gives. When hearing this, Duryodhana gets angry and he asks soldiers to throw Vidura out of the palace with the dress only, remove all these opulences and throw him out. So, in hearing this, Vidura leaves his bow and arrow there and he leaves, and he goes for pilgrimage. So, because of that, the whole Mahabharata, Vidura was not there. Now, after this, Vidura comes back. All Hastinapura residents received him after they regained the consciousness, this mentioned, and reception and exchanges of talks. So when Vidura comes back, everybody receives it. Vidura conversation, inquiries about the travels and Dwaraka. Here, important point, Prabhupada mentions in the purport that Yudhishthira asked Vidura, or basically Vidura asked Yudhishthira, all these pastimes, but there are certain things Vidura did not ask, where, what are the result of the war, because he knew Pandavas will be, victorious, and Kaurav will be killed. So he was very silent. And Vidura relates everything except the news of Yadus. And yeah, annihilation of Yadus also happened. That did not discuss. And he says, here Vidura, the purpose of staying says, Vidura talks to Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra, he uses very harsh word saying that you are staying in your enemy's house and you are eating their remnants. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಏಂಜಲ್ ತಿಂತ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಂತ. who's he is staying in Bhima's house where your sons try to kill him so many ways, and today you are staying their house and eating their remnants. And he says, get out of from here. And then he says, the Lord as a Kala approached us, all the forces, everyone surrendered everything, and says, all your relatives died. Symptom of old age appeared to you. So, Vidura uses harsh word saying that enough, you are like a dog in the Bhimas. No need to live degraded life. So, and finally, you are Kripana. You could not be in Narottama because become Dhira, Gandhari, Vidura leave. So this is what happens when Vidura spoke such a harsh word, and that day the Dhritarashtra realized what is his real duty. Here we need to also understand practice in devotees. Sometime you have to preach. So many times we preach very very politely or very sweetly, but when there is a need, we have to be very, very clear, and we should give the message straight. We should not, again try to, do what kind of, what do you call the, uh, what do you say in English? I mean, basically, point is that message has to be told clearly. Satyada ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು. We cannot, dilute it. Either because here Dhritarashtra is time to leave. So he's still holding on and eating remnants of Bhima. So that's why Vidura, makes very clear. And in our life also, sometime when somebody tells the fact to our face, we realize it. Otherwise, we'll take it lightly. So preaching sometimes you have to do very, I'm not saying harsh, but you have to tell the fact straight. So then talks about they all leave, and everyone under the Lord control. Okay, that's mentioned. Separation from the dual illusion energy is mentioned. Okay, then says no one but Lord is a protector of Jiva Jivasya Jivanam. That talks about that, and understand the Lord's mission. So here Yudhishthira asking Narada Muni, because Yudhishthira is feeling that it's because of me, because of me, Dhritarashtra, Vidura, and Gandhari left. I'm at the fault. I could not take care of my uncle properly. He was feeling bad. So Yudhishthira's qualities. Even previously, he was very very sad when even after the war, because he was saying that because of me, 64 crore people died. It's because of me. So where Bhishma Dev kind of consoles him. He tells him it's not because of you. It is because of one, because of the you know demonic mentality of the people, and second, he says because Krishna wanted to kill them, because Krishna want to annihilate the demons. So that's why the war happened. So finally, yes, future movement of the uncles. He talks about that. Dhritarashtra went to the Himalayas and does Ashtanga yoga and gives up body. Gandhari does sati, and Vidura goes to the pilgrimage. So this is what happened. So three of them here. So Vidura returns pilgrimage, we discussed. Maharaj Yudhishthira arranges a reception to take. Uh, Here, a nice examples given how Vidura was received by Yudhishthira. Reception. Vidura was sumptuously fed and given sufficient rest and comfortably rested. Then talks were exchanged. So other day also we heard that when a guest comes, how we should be received. The first and foremost, we should give them some water to wash their hands and legs, and give them some water to drink, and give them a very comfortable seat, and if possible, then give them a nice food to eat, then ask them to take a rest, then talk about their well-being and all those things, discussions. So this is what exactly Yudhishthira Maharaj does that. So devotees like you are very, verily holy places personified. He says, Bhagavad Vidhu Bhagavataha Tirtha Bhutha Swayam Vibhu Tirtha Kuruvanti Tirthani Swantaha Stena Grati. He says, you are like carrying the Tirtha. You are carrying the holy places in your heart. So wherever you go, it is a Tirthasthana. So wherever you go, you are creating a holy places. So such a glorious Viduras. Yeah. And Vidura's purpose of staying, yeah, he has mentioned that why Vidura came back. He came back with only one purpose, that he wanted to deliver, he wanted to give this message to Dhritarashtra, because Dhritarashtra was engrossed in his family life. So in our life also, we need some Viduras to come. Otherwise, we will not, get out of this shackles of our, attachment. We need somebody like Vidura come and tell us to the face, yes, enough is enough. Now it's time for you to get out. Unless something happens. Otherwise, we have to realize ourselves. That's why Acharyas, Prabhupada gives so many literature and so many materials to understand. This is the time for us to get out of this material place. So Vidura came here just to give this message to Dhritarashtra. And of course, along with Dhritarashtra, Gandhari also left. So Vidura chastises Dhritarashtra. So he says, my dear Raja, please get out from here immediately. He says, Nirghamadhyam Shrighram. Just see how fear has overtaken. So he's saying that you're fearful of death, cannot remedied by anyone. Supreme Personality Godhead as a Kala has approached all of us. So time will come. Everybody has to go. There is no point in your wasting your time. Please get out of this place. So then, yeah, there is a discussion. So Prabhupada talks, who is Dhira? Dhira in Bhagavad Gita also says, Dehinasman yata dehe kaumaramajara tata dehantara prapti dhira tatra namayati. He says, one who understands that how the soul from child to youth to old age, and finally to another body passes. One who doesn't get bewildered is Dhira. So the point here, now Vidura is telling to Dhritarashtra, you are not this body. You give up this and get out. So that's how they leave. Yeah. Maharaj Yudhishthira asked Sanjaya. Yeah. So when the Dhritarashtra and Gandhari and Vidura left next day morning, because Yudhishthira Maharaj had a very special duty every day morning. Every day morning he'll get up and come and take blessings of Dhritarashtra and Gandhari every day. See the qualities of Yudhishthira Maharaj. Even though Dhritarashtra was the cause for their suffering, and they tried to kill all the ways. But today, Yudhishthira Maharaj is taking care of Dhritarashtra and Gandhari so nicely. There's the uncle, and every day morning he will go and take the blessings and seek, ask their, well-being and seek the blessings. So this is happening every day. And then that day when he went, he could not see them. So he started calling out Sanjaya. What happened? Where is our uncle? Who is that old and blind? Where is the Vidura and Gandhari being afflicted at the death of their sons? Did they drown to Ganges? I am ungrateful. So this Maharaj saying that I am ungrateful. So it says, when my father Pandu fell down, these two uncles gave us a protection of all kinds. Even though Dhritarashtra did all these problems, Yudhishthira Maharaj is saying this, it is because of Dhritarashtra and Vidura, we have been served. Sanjay was too disturbed to speak, so that's a point here. Then talks about here. Narada Muni first specifically dispels Maharaj Yudhishthira's. So here Narada Muni dispels future activities of Yudhishthira Maharaj. He says Dhritarashtra and his wife and brother gone to the Himalaya on the banks of Saptasruta. Dhritarashtra is now engaged in beginning of Ashtanga Yoga. So again, lesson for us that at the right age, I mean, Prabhupada generally says at the age of 50, we should give up material things and we should enter into Vanaprastha. So those days they go to Himalaya. Now we don't have to go to Himalaya. We have to fully engage in Krishna conscious activity and preaching Krishna consciousness. So Prabhupada says here, do not try to get Dhritarashtra back. And sorry, not him. And Narada Muni says that he is now beyond the attraction of the anything material and on the platform of Nirguna. No need to be funeral also because Dhritarashtra's body would be burned himself by the mystic power. So this is what says. Yeah. The 14th, anybody is prepared? Anyone allocated a 14th chapter?
Prabhuji, I allocated to Varsha Mataji.
Okay.
Varsha. Yes.
No, it was for me only, Mataji.
14th also.
Archana Mataji. Yeah. Archana Mataji.
Okay. Archana Mataji, do you have anything on the 14th chapter?
Prabhuji, 14th I didn't reckon.
Okay. So next few minutes, whatever time is there.
Prabhuji, 15th and 16th I covered day before yesterday.
Correct. Yeah. So next 5-6 minutes, I'll try to cover a few points from the 14th chapter, then we'll end. So the disappearance of Lord Krishna. So this is our topic heading. Yudhishthira suspects Krishna's disappearance. Arjuna did not return from Dwaraka. So we discussed later that Arjuna uh, went to Dwaraka, and for a long time Arjuna did not come back. So Yudhishthira Maharaja could see all the inauspicious, a lot of inauspicious explanation given that what all the inauspiciousness. Yudhishthira saw that animal's body. He saw that the donkeys crying, and dogs are howling like what is that, fox. They are not barking. They're like howling like a fox. All this inauspiciousness, bad omens we see. So then Yudhishthira's suspicions are there supplemented by Arjuna's dejected appearance. So that's the time Arjuna appears. Arjuna comes. His face was so dejected. He is so unhappy. So that's the time Yudhishthira asks so many questions. What happened? Why are you so sad? He says, he inquires about welfare of the Yadus. So he talks about Surasena, Vasudeva, wife Sugrasena, all those things, but he never asked about Krishna. So even though he had a little suspicious, and finally he says glorification of Krishna and his influences. Is Krishna enjoying Sudama's assembly, Sudharma's assembly? About Balram, Krishna's wives and Yadu heroes, health, disrespect, unfriendly words. So this is what the question is asked about Arjuna's personal welfare and cause of dejection. Why Arjuna was not happy? He's saying, is it your health is not good? Is anybody disrespected you? Anybody is unfriendly, used unfriendly words? Anybody threatened you? Or did you fail to protect those who surrendered? So, or have you contacted a bad woman, failed to properly treat deserving woman, or you are defeated by inferior, denied to dine with the deserving unpardonable mistake, or finally talks about Krishna's disappearance. So this, so here talks about Arjuna went to Dwaraka to see the Lord and other friends to hear about his next program of work. So here the details of ill omen or the inauspicious things. So directions of eternal times changed, irregularities the season. Now this is the one thing we need to understand. Nowadays also we see the irregularities of seasons. The rainy seasons there is no rain, where summer season no rain or more rain. So irregularities of seasons gives kind of a bad inauspicious things. It's not very auspicious, and misunderstanding between father, mother, sons. This is again the qualities of Kali Yuga. Even the couples quarrel, husband-wife quarrels, which is not supposed to. Now we can see very abundantly that happening. So Bhagavatam talks about Prayen Alpayusha Kalavigajanaha Manda Sumanda Matayo Manda Bhagya Padratha. So Kali Yuga, the qualities like that. Here the symptoms, same symptoms are seen. So Maharaj Yudhishthira spoke to Bhima. he sent Arjuna to know Lord Krishna's program, whereas when he comes back, he saw all this bad woman, bad inauspicious things. So what are those, inauspicious things is explained here. Maybe we'll not get into that, not have time for that. So then talks about Maharaj Yudhishthira makes indirect inquiries. So throughout the inquiry, we could understand that he did not spoke about Krishna's will because somewhere he knew something wrong. So, in our life also, when we have a suspicious of loved one left, we don't talk about that because we don't want that fact to be fact. We want to be that fact to be lie. Because if somebody left, even after so many, you will think that no, he has not left, he is with me. We want to be proved. That's what Krishna, Yudhishthira Maharaj. No, Krishna was never left. Krishna is with me. So that's the point. Yudhishthira is trying to make. So these are the other reasons he's saying your health is good. We discussed on that. And yeah, with that, we'll stop with the 14th chapter. 15th already covered. Balance we'll see on Monday. Devotees want to share any points, please go ahead. Any questions, comment, please unmute. During the discussion, please ask questions, comments, please.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Sorry, my laptop charge is finished. So I just connected from the mobile. Yeah, devotees want to share. Go ahead. Okay, that's alphabetic order. Asha Mataji. Anything?
Prabhuji, nothing, Prabhuji. Thank you for the class.
Thank you. Mariappan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
As your kind self is aware, I'm in a transition from Tirupati,
Wow.
but I could
Okay.
attend the class.
Okay.
Few of the points I could distinguish, Prabhuji. I had the wonderful darshan of Supreme Lord and wonderful darshan of our Varaga Swami Perumal, and
Wow.
submitted my appeal. On
Temple in
behalf of
RR
you.
Nagar.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
Where? Prabhuji, which temple?
Here in Tirupati, Prabhuji. Varaga Swami. Varaga Swami is the Supreme Lord who has provided the auspicious land of Tirupati in even for Srinivasa, Venkatesh Perumal. So Prabhuji suggested me and asked me to this thing, put an appeal, put a humble request with Vara Swami Perumal. Accordingly, I have submitted my this thing, Prabhuji, on behalf of you. And it is between Prabhuji and Vara Swami Perumal now to go ahead with establishment of temple.
Nice. All of us.
Temple.
Definitely will join you, both of you, Prabhuji.
So nice.
And
Thank you so much.
and a
Meena
few of the
Mataji was
points,
asking that day, when is the temple is coming?
very short, Prabhuji, very short. Because of you, I could go meet Varadaraj Perumal. Otherwise, hitherto so many days, so many years I have gone in the past, but I have never bothered to visit Varaha Swami because I was not knowing also. On the other hand, I did not know the value of real divine this thing of Varaha Swami, but now I realized how divineful he is from both Bhagavatam as well as from your words also. And in the presence of among all the devotees, I could really understand the vibration, real vibration. Few of the points, Prabhuji. Vidura was harsh. Vidura uses harsh words to enable Dhritarashtra to realize his plight, necessity of assuming renunciation, and just etiquettes of receiving. Yes, what are all the etiquettes we have to follow? That was advised by Vidura, and whatever Vidura places visited are emerged as holy places and purified places. Vidura confirms Dhritarashtra etiquettes of life displayed by Yudhishthira in spite of all bad qualities practiced by Dhritarashtra. Even though we know in Mahabharatam how very badly he treated, Dhritarashtra treated the sons of Pandavas, including Yudhishthira. But Yudhishthira never displayed very negative to retaliate back Dhritarashtra. Instead, he has been totally honoring him like anything, keeping completely providing his senior family member as a senior family member. He provided all honor to Dhritarashtra. And animals are exhibiting inauspicious behaviors, indicating the bad thing has happened. The bad this thing happened because of Supreme Lord Krishna's leaving this world, and Yudhishthira never inquired of Supreme Lord Krishna's this thing, big circumstances, because of he was not ready to accept the reality, because some of the things when at times everything is beyond our control, and at such times it is better to neither keep quiet nor to try all possible positive attitude. He inquired only Arjuna's unfortunate status and irregulations of seasons is also inauspicious. Irregularity in seasons of nature is also inauspicious. Prevailing bad circumstances in relationship of family members, relatives, and friends is also another thing, bad sign and symptoms. Yudhishthira is having an intuition of bad happenings because of Lord Krishna's about to disappear. These are the things I could understand Prabhuji from the today's class. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you for your prayers. Let mercy of all devotees, your prayers will come true.
Thank you. Thank you for the wonderful gifting, Prabhuji, opportunity, and using me as a weapon. I want to continue to be a weapon always in service of Supreme Lord. Hare Krishna.
Avinash Prabhu, want to say anything?
Nothing, Guruji. Thanks for your time. Hare Krishna.
Meena Mataji, anything want to say?
Nothing, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Prayers have been submitted to Varahadev.
Yes, Prabhuji, I'm so happy I heard it. That's so nice, Prabhu. We all should visit that once.
Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Land is ready, Prabhuji.
Eh?
Land is ready, Prabhuji. Already.
Land Varadeva was to give.
Okay. I was expecting it a long back, but I didn't tell anybody. Hare Krishna.
Rahadeva was to give land.
Okay.
Okay. So, Sridevi Mataji, anything you want to say?
Yes, Prabhuji, just few points. Vidura returns from pilgrimage. All Hastinapura residents received him as if they regained consciousness. Yudhishthira Maharaj was feeling very bad that because of him, so many people have died in the war. Vidura says that it is not because of him. A Lord wants to kill all the demons. And Srila Prabhupada says, at the age of 50, we must leave all the material life and lead the Vanaprastha life. And we have to leave the material life and merge into the devotional service. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Shankar Prabhu, any points?
That's it, Prabhuji. Everything is covered.
Okay. Kokila Mataji is there?
Yes. Yes, Prabhuji.
Mataji, anything to say?
Amen.
Nothing, Prabhu.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. Nothing is there. We'll stop here. Vanchakalpatarubhyasya kripasindubhyavacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna. See you Monday. Hare
Thank you so
Krishna.
much for the class, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.